That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. As his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisioned something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. The Giants had 8-3 now. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And let's remember that last week in this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Daniel Bellinger with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Off play action. It's Howell. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they go play action with Howell. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So here we go, 4th down, Howell. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Touchdown, Giants. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll run with Gibson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Fourth down, Howell. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he's brought down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Howell eluding the pressure right. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to get this down near the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Faking the handoff, Howell. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders are back within a score. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taken from about the 12. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Here's Jones. Throwing on 1st down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 41, Jones. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Slot man moves right. Now it's Barkley. Gets around him. Down to about the 32.
Well, That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the...
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl? Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
There you go, partner. That's some old-school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser fullback and let him get the job done.
Jones on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chase Young, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
After the sack on first down, Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
You can see the time into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And Gano is going to miss this one left. Oh, it's no good for Gano. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Looked like he might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 18 Cardinal.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go play action. Howell. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
2nd and 5 now. Howell buying time to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
What you got?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
59. Let's go.
One last shot before the break. Howell escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 27, Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. That's complete to Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 64 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Off play action. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Check. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Mike 20. Mike 20. And let's get it.
Off the play fake. Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Gibbs throwing on first down. That's caught by Waller out left side. Touchdown! Darren Waller from 10 yards out. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game. Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. He's got a man, complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Here's Gibson on the read option. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 19-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Gibson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Gibson again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Gibson on the read option. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Howell throwing for it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down. And
all the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Check safety, check safety. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Off play action, Jones. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Gano's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Powell to throw. And Dotson, he's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Here's Gibson on the read option. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Howell. Complete, it's Dotson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Here's Gibson on the read option. 50 yards on the ground for him so far. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A handoff running left is Gibson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now an another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He'll look to throw. Incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
59 mark, 59 mark. Check. Back to 60. Back to 60. Check 4. Check 4. 18. Pioneer. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Group right. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Hey.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Hell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are close to finishing off this football game. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other, and they were both hoping that the other side would make the... Neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for the Giants, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles.